Today we're going to be looking at the difference between a $6, $60, $600, and an insane $1,600 collectible of the Savage Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto.
You have no right whatsoever to speak about the Uchiha!
Well, the obvious difference is going to be the cost. In this series of video, I love to take a look firsthand and see the differences of all of them side by side. We're also doing a giveaway in this video where several of the collectibles that you'll see are actually going to be given away. So details on how to participate later on, and without delay, let's do this. Kicking it off, we have one of my favorite smaller Naruto collectibles. These are the figural keychain series. We have series number 5 right here, and this one did have a Sasuke in it, which I did manage to pull, so I did want to showcase that as the more affordable one. This goes for around about $6 to $8 per blind bag. There he is, beat up just like at the very end of this series. If you've never seen them before, I usually find mine in Target. They have them in like Hot Topic or box lunch stores if you've ever seen those. But we'll go ahead and crack one open live on camera as well. Whatever we pull here will be included in the giveaway. So they do have the chase version sometimes you can pull, and we have here Ranbu Itachi. For the giveaway, we'll go ahead and include him, and then also we'll include that Sasuke we saw in the beginning, and also we'll throw in an extra blind bag you can open up for yourself to participate. Be subscribed to the channel, and number 2, leave a comment below letting me know what one of your favorite fights is in the series that involves Sasuke versus blank. That's not it as well. We have other collectibles that we're going to be giving away, including this one right here of Sasuke from the Anime Heroes figure collection series. So this one was around $16, so it felt fitting to put it in here with the whole 6, 16, 60, and beyond. So there is this one. We'll include that in the giveaway as well. Another nice, affordable collectible you can grab in most retail stores. I think I've seen them in Walmart as well. Now this one right here, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, he's pulling out Funko Pops. I love them and look forward to a full entire collection showcase in the very near future. Right here we have the Boruto Adult Sasuke Chalice Collectibles. Now, $60, that doesn't make sense for that one, but I had to buy a whole box in order to obtain the Chase glow-in-the-dark version of this one. So it ended up costing probably slightly above $60, but if you conclude this one and the regular version, comes around to about 60 bucks. A really cool glow-in-the-dark Chase with the lightning around the sword glowing up, as well as the Rinnegan. Can't wait to share my top 10 favorite in my coming video. Let me know below what your favorite Funko Pop is in your collection. And hey, we're going to be giving away this standard Chalice Collectibles Sasuke as well in the giveaway. Up next, we are really upping the standards for this one to a $600 statue made by UTS Studio of Sasuke and his complete Susanoo. We're also going to be having different elements in here that are going to be awesome, including a Kirin. We're also going to be seeing an eagle here too. This studio historically does some amazing work. We had that Kirin part of it flowing on that side, and the other part of it's going to connect over on our left here. Any of the purple resin pieces are for the Susanoo, but there is the main section for the Kirin. A little bit downsized compared to some statues I've seen before, but we didn't want it to be too overpowering or overwhelming for the statue, but all the right representation, especially the way it's going to flow with the Susanoo later. Here's some hands you're going to attach on the left and right. This left arm does help the Kirin balance, and on the right, just looks cool. For the main body for Sasuke, this is what I would call a waist-up Susanoo statue. Some of them aren't like a full, complete standing version. Some of them are just the waist only. Tons of notches and magnets all throughout the body where different parts will attach. We have that shoulder armor pieces that go on. And then next we have the head with that long Tengu nose there. A little bit of red on the eyes to help it stand out a little bit. I have to say there's not a lot of details going on with this, just slightly different shades of purple to help bring out certain aspects of it. But flipping this around to the back or spinning it, we have these notches there where these giant wings are going to key into. Close up though, again, just man, this stuff looks like candy, it's so clear. Very large and heavy though, so they have that magnet and notch that helps it just rest and sit into the back safe and secure. Alrighty, you can see what a kick butt statue this is, right? We're not even done. Sasuke isn't even installed on here. In fact, here we go. We have one of the blades that he's going to be wielding. I love this one because 2 hands are wielding it. It's a little bit of a defensive position over an offensive one, but angled, you can see all the fine little details. Kind of a nice little dark purple stripe going down the blade. Then there's that eagle I mentioned. In fact, a bald eagle. Kind of wish it was a hawk, a little bit different, but hey, we'll take it. And now for Sasuke's main body. Now this has a few parts that were sculpted separately, so you'll notice it is missing some body parts, but that rope on his waist is nicely flowing. There isn't a lot of details on the outfit, not like we normally see, but still, I guess, decent nonetheless. The other hand is going to be holding a sword, which is made of aluminum, so it kind of feels like real metal, a little bit of weight to it, definitely a lot more durable than just straight resin. That notch on the end is actually going to go to that hole that you see in the palm of his hand, so it helps it stay sturdy, and again, keep it from kind of warping or bending over time. This little lightning effect piece goes on the tip as well, just kind of an icing on the cake kind of piece. As for the head sculpt, I'm not gonna lie, it's very mid, not too exciting, nothing going on there. Not like some of the ones we'll see coming up, but thankfully this statue does have some awesome looking LEDs that bring it to life even further. But a great statue for $600, definitely a lot of value. So we have the one we just saw on the left, and over on the right is Ventus, and the one in the middle is gonna be our $1,600 statue, a lot larger than the ones we've seen. In fact, we have two giant boxes. It came with a pair of gloves that don't fit me because my hands are too big, and then it came with this thing, which who knows what I'm just kidding you. This is actually very important. So this is a cool, usually they give you like an edition size plaque or a metallic card. That's what they included here, as well as a little art print on the left in a nice little case. So good touch by Chikara Studios, which is who made this statue. There's only 40 made globally. You can see GL, mine's number 8, and the title of it is Izanagi. This base is like 40 pounds alone, so we're not going to be holding it up to the camera. We get some close-up shots. Somebody let me know what the heck this says right here in the comments, please. And then all the other finer details are amazing all throughout the statue. If you remember the battle scene, this is going to be Sasuke versus Danzo, and of course it just perfectly represents that scene and moment, especially that large pillar in the background just taken right from that fight. These Susanoo effect pieces are very intense on this statue. They're heavy, huge. This is probably one of the smallest ones included. That's why I could hold it up to the camera, but easily around like 10 to 15 pounds for some of them. On the front, this piece is really boring to look at, but this is actually going to be a very important piece to mount Sasuke to the statue so that he stands or connects to it and looks a lot more organic, like he's floating in the air. Now with the effects out of the way, this is the main rib cage or body section for his Susanoo. It mounts to the statue with just that like spinal cord section. It's got a metal steel rod that goes all the way up that spine to keep things secure, safe from bending, but incredible looking, right? We have some muscle forming on one side, more skeletal features on the other, some of the particles and effects flowing throughout. This is an incredible like standalone piece. I don't know how they sculpted such a thing. This next piece, or the arm, is going to serve to balance that rib cage or support it. Now, fun fact, if you didn't know, Sasuke Susanoo does have 6 fingers. Count them up right there. I learned that many years ago while unboxing a statue, and I gotta say, before statues, I definitely didn't notice it from the series. Here's the other arm that's in a perfect position to about to obliterate Danzo on the statue, as we saw in that fight multiple times, right? A little scary to install. You can see the rib cage moving around a little bit, but that is the purpose of this arm, to again provide some balance and stability to that rib cage. And then also, this has got a lot of weight up here going on, so it really needs that to go on first before the large fist. Then this other piece of rib cage was sculpted separate. And then for the head, or I guess technically the skull, I love the bright, vibrant yellow eyes on here. Again, the resin is amazing. One thing to notice here is there's actually LEDs inside of the eyes. A strange way to turn them on. See the magnet on the end of this Sasuke arm? If you point the magnet towards the eyes, it turns the LEDs on. So I'm not sure what that's called or what kind of feature that is, but definitely a different way to go about doing it. Everything looks better in the dark, so we'll go ahead and dim the lights and take a look at these eyes. Very bright and vibrant, even more so than when they were painted. Here are some custom LEDs I'm going to be installing on the statue towards the end of this video. Please stick around to check out how that does turn out. These are some wind effects that are going to be surrounding Danzo, so I guess there's no other way to bring wind to life than clear resin, right? Here's the main body for him. Definitely missing a very important part, his upper torso, but for good reason. The details and textures on this one are so much better than the Uchiha Sasuke that we showed before, and here is one of 2 torsos that'll be included, or I guess more of the chest, and it's amazing how we have the Hashirama cells. We can see the eyes are closed from the Sharingans, and then we have the second body where they're actually open. And so they're darker red for a reason, because there's actually LEDs built inside of it that make them glow. So crazy cool feature. I remember the day I found out that they had that included with the statue. It just blew my mind. Nobody's ever done that before. And 2 head sculpts were included, one where his eye is covered and the other where it is open and revealed. His hand is holding a kunai, which reminds you of that meme where it's like, if you're ever feeling stupid, don't forget, Danzo tried to stab the Susanoo with a kunai. So here's a shuriken with a lot of wind effects swirling around it. Amazing how they brought that to life. I've never seen that for anime statues yet. I've seen them for like superhero or Marvel stuff, but lit up, it is glorious looking. Wait till I get them custom LEDs on here. There is a bust that they included for the statue where you can put the extra torso on, the head sculpt, and he does have an alternative kunai where it has that really extended green wind effect on his blade. So really cool looking, but I personally prefer the one where he's twirling the shuriken. Sasuke's main body coming in with a lot of details. Again, just such a night and day difference between UTS's quality and Chikara's for this one. And I will say, this one has a lot of different swap outs, so they give you tons of different options to choose from on how to display. The first one being his front arm. This is one where it's just empty blank, and the other one is going to be holding a sword. So this is the front options. The back definitely get a lot crazier. As for the head sculpt, it's fantastic. This is the more clean version, not a lot of battle damage, but it's my favorite style because there's not texturing going on with the hair. It's very smooth, but here is the second and much more preferred, right? A little bit of battle damage, some blood dripping down from his eye from the use of the Susanoo. And as I mentioned before, the back effect pieces for the hands get kind of crazy. So this one is the Chidori, where he makes it more of a spear. We can see his arm has a little bit of different on there where he's got the summoning weapons on the wrist, and the other one's just the standard wild Chidori that we see in a lot of different statues. For these 2 arms and effects, I'm definitely 50-50 on which one I prefer on the statue. Maybe some of the comments below will sway me for certain directions. We'll leave the wild Chidori on there for now. The number 1 complaint for the statue is the angle that Sasuke's eyes are. It's like he's looking at Danzo's waist. I wish he was looking eye to eye with Danzo. So small complaint, but I wish that was something they did. Just like Danzo, we have the separate bust for Sasuke where you can put all the unused parts and display that next to the statue if you want. And I promised some custom LEDs for this statue, this $1,600 crazy statue. And here they are, amazing and glorious looking. If you enjoyed today's video, I encourage you to check out these other 2 where we did Hinata and also Madara. And as always, everybody, good luck on the giveaway, and I'll see you in the next. Do what you love and love what you do. Bam out!